This mantra snana purifies inside and out. be called one after another, that they are in agreement to take this vow, and they will be asked for rather for regulatory principles. So everybody should know. For the second initiate, you have to reconfirm your vow that you took in the first initiation. And because you are supposed to be acquainted with the development of higher rasa or the mellow to enter into deity worship and other worship that allows you to meditate internally. So that sadhana is also very essential. And these first two initiations therefore play a most important role in the development of pure devotional service onwards. So in the first initiation we are just reminded about the pitfalls that we may fall into because of unawareness or because we do not know the significance of the holy name. Ignorance is no excuse. We must know. So there, before initiation, we are told about what is the significance of the holy name. We may not be able to progress further if we do not know the significance of the holy name. Holy name is at par with the Supreme Lord, Sri Krishna. And Lord Krishna's name and himself, the personality, have no difference. Nama Chintamani Krishnasya Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha Purnashuddho Nityamukto Abhinnatvamana. There is no difference between the holy name and the personality of the holy name, Lord Krishna. This is very specific. It may not be true for other names, but for Vishnu Tattva and Krishna Tattva, why we have to differentiate even though Krishna is Vishnu Tattva? But every Vishnu Tattva is not Krishna. They are expansions of Krishna. So, Jai Krishna Tattva Vitta, that is the qualification for a Guru. So we must know the differentiation, that we are not a generalized Vaishnava, but we are Vaishnavas by nature, but very confident on the teachings of our disciplic succession that gives us guarantee to make further progress. As Rupa Goswami says, Yasya deve parabhakti yatha deve tatha guru tasya katita hiratya prakashante mahāni. Our devotional service will be glorified if we have unflinching faith on Guru and Krishna. Rupa Goswami outlined all these particular features of performing Anyabhilashita Shanyam Jnana Madhana Anukulyena Krishna Anushidhanam Bhakti. The best type of devotional service is that we must always remain favorable to some Lord Krishna. Excuse is not allowed if you want love of God. It means you are not serious. You have a definite goal to go back to God. For what? Because there is an eternal loving relationship already established with its functionality of eternal devotional service. So, it cannot be an ordinary goal. It is a lifetime achievement. So, we have to be very careful about the significance of Nama Chintamani. Chintamani is like a touchstone. If you touch it, then it turns into gold. So similarly, the holy name, if it touches our senses, like the tongue, which vibrates the holy name, Lord Krishna That is the realization of such mature devotees like Srila Prabhupada, who would say that you may not be saying Krishna dancing on your tongue, even though you are chanting, but yes, a perfected being in tune with the transcendental nature of the holy name, the personality of the holy name of Shri Krishna is non-dual. So in Kali Yuga, Krishna is not directly available, but he is available in his holy name. So if he is available in his holy name, then we have much more simplified way to proceed. But we have to develop that unflinching faith in Guru and Krishna. Yasya dive parabhakti yatha deve tatha guru tasya ekavitaya arthya prakashante bhavana. Our devotional service will become glorious if we have unflinching faith in Guru and Krishna's laws. Yeah. So the success of this process is there guaranteed, but we have to follow in the footsteps of our predecessor acharyas who have shown by their examples, how to succeed in this process. So we have to know the significance of the Holy Nama Bhavata Nijasara Shaktis Tatragadam Niyamita Smaranena Kala. Chitraman says, mind and body, you have invested all your potencies in your holy name. And there are no hard and fast rules to chant. You are so much simple. But I'm unfortunate that I have no attraction for your holy name. But now you have attraction for the holy name. You have already passed through the intention of ISKCON to institute or implement this process of Diksha Vidya. So, develop complete faith in the relationship with the holy name is Krishna. This process is also called Brahma Sambandha, or establishing a relationship with the Lord. That is called first initiation. Then Abhideya, this is called there are three understandings. The Sambandha, Abhideya and Prayojan. Sambandha Jnana is established during the first initiation. And Abhideya is your vows, chanting 16 rounds without fail and for regulative principles. That is the Abhideya. But the Prayojan is love of God. So that goes stage-wise. It doesn't happen haphazardly. But this is the beginning, this is not the end. Many people think, oh, initiation ho gaya, bas aaga tar gaye. No way. It is just the beginning. So, we are entering into the Sambandha. The holy name is being served by your tongue and then employed by every other senses. Sevanam mukhe jivado. Seva. When you chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, it becomes the service of your tongue. You relish. Your mouth will never become dry if you chant Hare Krishna. You relish. And more understandably or consciously you chant perfectly, then your Krishna will manifest. So, Sambandha Jnana is to establish a relationship with Krishna, that yes, my relationship is of the servitor. Jivera Swarupa Nitya Krishna Das, Krishna Tatastha Shakti Mortality is of internal nature, means spiritual nature, but he is living in the material nature. So he is like a sandwich in between the two energies. Qualitatively, he is internal manifestation, internal energy, but he is inclined in material energy. So therefore, he is in a very precarious situation. If you become sandwiched between the two opposing elements, what would be your situation? न घर के न घाट के, ऐसे आप. So the holy name is the swift deliverer from the ignorance. So you should know the significance of the holy name. The significance of the holy name, because it is at par with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, it has been invested with all his potencies. And there are no hard and fast rules for chanting, but you are becoming now regulated by your promise. So even though there were no hard and fast rules, yet the rules are being imposed. It's a voluntary thing. Because if you want to become steady in progress, rules must be followed. The holy name may bestow upon his own sweet will whom to award liberation and whom to award love. It's independent. But if we remain faithful in our vows, naturally such determined effort will attract the attention of Lord Krishna. So it's the mercy of the holy name that we will be able to make a tangible progress with the possessor of the name, that is Lord Krishna. So it transports us from very material level to the spiritual. So this is the transcendental relationship which is established with the Supreme Lord through a name-giving ceremony. Name-giving ceremony. You will be known, even though most of our names are religious or based on the expansions of the millions of names of Lord Krishna or his avatars and this and that. But yet, significance is that this is the spiritual birth. Means it is more important than material birth. And we should be known with the philosophically and spiritually conceived names of Lord Krishna that will be given to you. When you give promise, then you get this benefit of known to be the Das of Krishna or Dasi of Srimati Radhika. If we are still remaining ignorant about the efficacy of the holy name, then it generates something grosser, which is called anarthas, unwanted things in our life. Unwanted things in our lives are the real impediments that hamper our progress in devotional life. So, ignorance and anarthas, they work like a dim mist or fog, which happens in absence of sunlight during early morning hours. You can see that even the cloud formation. First it was mist and then it becomes fog. Anarthas are like cloud, which are of a little denser thickness. You do not see properly in the mist what is big. You'll be able to have the vision if you are hidden under the cloud. So, ignorance is compared to the darkness, lesser is there, is in the mist, but denser is in the cloud. But even more than the effect of the cloud is total darkness, obstructions. These are called apparatus. Ignorance about the efficacy of the holy name, the unearthers or unwanted things in our life that work like the clouds, and apparatus means offenses which are created due to all this so-called ignorance and unwanted aspects that we keep on having. But rest assured, we have a chance to make our own choice in the unearthers, where the clouds are there, but the clouds are not everywhere. We may choose to associate with the devotees, means we'll be able to have a very unhindered sunlight coming. And when the sun arises, it dissipates all the ignorant aspect of the darkness. So, we have choice. So intelligent choice is utilized. Devotees want to stay in the association of the devotees for the purpose that, yes, they will be benefited by such association. The ultimate benefit is that if we are able to get rid of bodily conception of life, devotees will encourage us and will be benefited. Nowhere in the material life is going to encourage to become a sadhu. Only a devotee will come and tell you, I am Bhakti Kaikai or sadhu. So like that. We have to know. And the apparatus are the gross manifestations of our completely materialistic nature that has been devoid of understanding the significance of the holy name or practicing the do's and don'ts that are unnecessary. Is able to do all that job, but at the same time interacting with our physical body, with unearthers, which are due to bad habits or total ignorance of the reality. That's why they are not helping us to rise above the platform to the spiritual. So, therefore we create a first and foremost offense to the Lord through His holy name by misunderstanding a preacher or one who spreads the holy name to be an ordinary person and to criticize him. To criticize a devotee who has dedicated his life for propagating the holy name of the Lord is the first and foremost offense, which is not pardonable even by Krishna, because it is not pardonable by His holy name. Durvasa Muni got that experience. He criticized Ambarish Maharaj without any reason, because he was envious of Ambarish Maharaj and spit it out to them, and at the extent that he wanted to kill him. But as soon as the Rakshas he created to kill Ambarish Maharaj, Sudarshan Chakra killed the Rakshas and followed him. Now he cannot save his life on his own. He was in very bad shape. He thought his father, Lord Shiva, could help him. But Lord Shiva knew what that rascal boy did. So he said, don't come near me. Get out from here. You are an offender. Lord Shiva cannot tolerate offense to a devotee. So we have to be very careful. So Durvasa Muni went to Brahma. Oh Brahma, save me from the heat of this Sudarshan chakra. It is burning my back and I want to kill me. So Brahma says, oh Sudarshan chakra. Sudarshan chakra is not in my department at all. I have no jurisdiction over it. Now go to Vishnu. He holds the Sudarshan chakra. And even though a great yogi could go to all this Brahmaloka, Shivalok, and Vishnulok. Vishnu, what does he do? He sleeps. But he is aware. And Durvasa saw him sleeping, he came near to Vishnu. You are so hard-hearted that you are sleeping when I am in danger. Please save me. Get up. Call your Sudarshan chakra back. And Vishnu called up. What is that? He says, Sudarshan chakra is burning my back. And Vishnu says, oh, I didn't know when he left. My huh? Vishnu is telling, I did not order him to go. And Durvasa says, then who gives? As Vedasattva Upanishad describes that, the Supreme Lord has nothing to do. Everything is done through the medium of his energies who are in tune with the desire of the Lord. So they don't have to be told, hey Sudarshan Chakra, go and kill Durvasa Muni. No. Sudarshan Chakra knows. Parasha Shaktir Vividhiya Sruyate Swabhaviki Jnana Kriya. Swabhaviki Jnana. They are cognizant by knowing the nature of the Supreme Lord, they act accordingly. So, this is an important factor. Durvasa doesn't understand to blaspheme a devotee who has dedicated his life. Cannot be offended. Because Vishnu Shakti Vina Nahitar Pravartan, without the potency of the Supreme Lord invested in the holy name, one cannot preach. So who is the preacher? The holy name itself. So, a devotee is the medium who is agreeably undertaking the process of preaching the glories of the holy name. And if it is criticized, what will happen? The holy name is so sensitive that look, this person is disregarding my potency and he is offending a devotee, then he will never spare. Just like Durvasa, he was not spared till he begged forgiveness from Amrish Maharaj. He has to come back, cry piteously, please forgive my offense. Can you please pray to Sudarshan Chakra that calm down? Only devotee has power. Even Krishna didn't have that power to call him. So like that, if we are complacent in chanting our required number of rounds, then offenses will be created. So we have to give first priority to chant our 16 rounds, and the best way is to get up early and finish the rounds before sunrises. Because human body is made up of more passionate nature, so his karma para. And karma para means he has to struggle for existence, because karma is the only activity that might apparently mitigate the miseries. But every time it doesn't. So hyperactivity is the nature of human being, which is due to more of Rajagun. So as soon as sun rises, Rajagun pervades everything. So everybody becomes active. when sun sets, then tamagun increases. So, you miss most of the chances to chant in the Brahma Muhurta. Do it. Cultivate as a habit, and you will be better off. You will be better in control of your daily life. You can't have any excuses. So this is the first and foremost offense that cannot be even pardoned by chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Bahu janma yadi kare shravana, tadutara Krishna pade prema. You can keep on chanting, but when you have committed offensive to the spirit of the devotee who is propagating the holy name, then such an offender has no other rules except to fall at the feet of offended devotee and beg forgiveness piteously. Whereas holy name, even after chanting for ages, will not be broken. Second offense is to consider the names of demigods like Lord Shiva and Lord Brahma to be equal to or independent of the name of Lord Vishnu. The transcendental nature is of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Vishnu, and Vishnu Tattvas, which is not being influenced by even mode of goodness. Vishnu is in control of mode of goodness because he has transcendental nature. But Lord Shiva and Lord Brahma, subsequently they are in charge of mode of Tamogun and Rajogun. They become victimized of those. So how can you equate their names of the demigods with the name of Vishnu? Or they are not independent. They have been the name given on the relationship with Lord Vishnu. Their names are not coming just out independently. The names of demigods like Lord Shiva or Lord Brahma to be equal to the name of Vishnu or independent of the name of Lord Vishnu. No, they have all co-relationship with Lord Vishnu. So Vishnu is the origin for both of them. Right? Third offense is to disobey the orders of spiritual master. A spiritual master is supposed to give only spiritual instruction. He is not a matchmaker. He is not even what you call commodity advisor in investment and this or that. People ask for benefit and blessings of all this. It's not a blessing giver, Blessings are coming from the transcendental source. If the spiritual master is the real well-wisher of his disciple, he will never give material blessings. Never give. When Srila Prabhupada was in Mumbai and the construction of the temple, Radharaj Bihari temple, was undergoing, every day one big entrepreneur, or what we call Brashet, he will come to him thinking this is Sadhu is very famous and every day, Maharaj, please give me blessings. And Prabhupada would nod his head and he will go. Every day he comes. One day, Srila Prabhupada, I'm going to give you a special blessing that all your material desires are finished and you will attain spiritual life. And that threatened that person who never understood, but he never came back to get blessings from them. What does it mean? Huh? That your material desires will be finished. Huh? And they said, oh no. These kind of blessings are as good as death sentence. That material life is going to be finished. It's, oh my God, he is not well-wisher of mine. People want sympathy on their material life. The spiritual master is teaching you how to become at war with the material life of misery. Alright? So, to disregard the orders of spiritual life, spiritual instructions of the spiritual master is also an offense. Is your well-wisher. This pursuit is to minimize our material existence. We are not this body. We are spirit soul. And spirit soul is part and parcel of Lord Krishna, and it must develop the consciousness of Lord Krishna. This is the institution primarily based on that. International Society for Krishna's Consciousness, not anybody else's. So my consciousness, if it differs to Krishna, then we have to get back on the track. Develop Krishna's consciousness. Krishna consciousness. Not my consciousness. I never realized Krishna consciousness. So we have to develop Krishna's by understanding the desired instructions he has given in Bhagavad Gita. And about him, all the 12 Mahajans have given the instructions in Srimad Bhagavatam. Gave instruction about Krishna and Krishna's desire. How Krishna can be pleased. How we can obey Krishna. Krishna gives open challenge, open invitation. Challenging invitation. That you will never be satisfied anywhere, but you will be securely satisfied at my Lord's feet. It's just surrender to me utterly. Sarva dharmana parityajya mamekam sharanam praja aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshishyami ma shucha. Just surrender to me, giving up all other occupations or desiring activities. Take it utterly. Then Krishna gives guarantee. Mashisha. Do not worry. They will be relieving us from all the entanglement of the material world, whether it is good activity or bad activity. We will be getting rid of the bondage created by both. We will be in a liberated state. And we will be free to interact with Krishna, adopting Krishna's desire as our life and soul. The fourth offense is to blaspheme the Vedic literature or literature in pursuance of the Vedic version. What it means, the Vedas say everything is a guideline and instruction. And they are not ordinary. As the realized soul wrote it, it is not a literary incarnation, but it's a realized incarnation. Literary incarnation. If somebody writes, there are so many popular novelists using all material temporary subject matters of the affairs that they describe. And it is all painful. It's not like a Cinderella story that at the end they live ever happily after. That's not. This is the real life. We have to struggle for the existence. Our existence is eternal, and what is the necessity to struggle? If our existence is eternal, what is the need to struggle? We should become struggle-free. But that fear due to bodily conception of life is the root cause of the root problems that we always remain fearful. Or if you don't eat now, you will become weak and sick. Oh Maharaj, eat. Arre Baba, I have high sugar. 2 chapatis made me high sugar today. Where is Mata? You can hear the signal, right? So, anyway, the point is that bodily conception is there. And bodily conception becomes obstacle in spiritual pursuit. So, Krishna gives total guarantee. It is already described in the Vedic Shastra to that end. We are not manufacturing anything out of the Shastra. It is within the limitations. And Vyasadeva elaborately described. He made from one Veda to 4 Vedas, then corollary to the Upanishad, 8 Upanishads were there. And then the Puranas were there, Itihasas were there. All are very instructive for a higher status of life. You have seen all Mahabharata and Ramayana series. What is the status of life? Even though they have a complicated household. And your nuclear family today, your household is always in trouble. The oppositions are there. Who is there to bear the opposition or absorb the opposition? Husband fights with the wife, wife fights with the husband. And there is no way two can absorb each other's blow. Okay. It's going to remind me till it gets down. So, the opposition would be absorbed in a joint family, where everybody will be there witnessing our lives. Even though we have opportunity to live a private life, but when it's not in a nucleus of husband and wife and children, but in the bigger, organized household, starting from the grandparents to uncles and aunts, and it will be a big household. Why small? One bedroom apartment. It means our standard of life and the protection that we were getting before is not available. It becomes more confused without conclusion. But Prabhupada, with a great vision, created this international society for Krishna consciousness. There's a big house in which the whole world can reside. So, the temple is not one family apparatus. No. It is run on the participation of so many stalwart, responsible people in order to make it as a livable, viable, give benefit to the whole society. So you are all here getting together to join a bigger family we call Army of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. You are all soldiers, indoctrinated soldiers, to fight against Maya. Alone we cannot do, but together we do. Now, number 5 and 6. There are also offenses that if you think or somebody thinks that chanting of Hare Krishna is like mumbo jumbo imagination. Any name you can chant. No. Krishna's name are not different from Krishna, but other names may be different.
Therefore, we are simply chanting the prescribed names of them. And Krishna and Ram are the chief names. They are known within Vrindavan only. They do not know Krishna as Devakinandan or Vasudeva. No. Yashodananda. These are primary names which are filled with loving exchange. There is a different kind of exchange out of Vrindavan, and this is called lesser. Lesser exchange. If you want the love of Godhead, you must chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, which consists of the primary names of Lord Shri Krishna that are loving, love-infested names. Outside Vrindavan, no love. And it's something politics and so many things that Krishna has to deal with his majestic powers. Then, how could it be imagination? There are definite causes. Then, number 6 is to give some misinterpretation to the holy name. If nobody knows about what does it mean, Krishna, Radha, or Hara, and Ram. 3 seed words are there. And they have specific meaning. Hara is used 8 times. Krishna is 4 times and Ram is 4 times. Again, we have to chant deeper. Hara means the internal potency, that is the potency of Radharani. Without potency, you cannot serve the potent, Krishna. So therefore, you have to approach potency of Radharani, because we are also potency. We are not potent. We take the holy name in order to become full of potency. Bahudha Nija Sarva Shaktis, in the holy name. So the potency is invested in the holy name. Right? So, how can you misinterpret that potency which has a specific purpose? People are, of different mindset who does not know spirituality and devotional service. They misconstrue different kinds of, so-called similar. So it is important to know that potency is invested in the holy name. And unless you serve the potency, you will not be potent. But this potency is invested in order that we receive the potency. We do not become potent. Potent is Krishna. But potent is approached through the potency. In the service mode, there is the meaning. My dear Radharani, please teach us how to serve Krishna. Alright? She knows the best. So that is the meaning. How can anybody misinterpret this? Number 7th offense is to commit sinful activities on the strength of the holy name. Oh, I have finished my 16 rounds, I can then do anything. I'm free. For the day, what do? I can do anything. No. You have to be respectful to the effect of it. And remain sober. Always remember. Because you did Shravanam and Kirtanam. What will you do the rest of the time? Smarana. So the first initiation includes these 3 things. Shravana, Kirtana, Vishnu Smarana. The second initiate will take you to Archana, Vandana, Pathasa. So it's a gradual rise. Number 8, chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra, to consider it as one of the auspicious ritualistic activities offered in the Vedas as Karmakanda. Hey Prabhu, you are also doing something like Karmakanda. No, set up the fire and, say Om Swaha, Om Swaha. We do for our father's, peace of mind or peace of soul that he has passed away. Pitru Yajna, Shanti Yajna, Satyanarayana Katha. All these are karmakandas. It falls under karmakanda. Because ultimate aim is to materially benefit for this temporary life. Now, we are not karmakandis. If we are performing the Pancharatrika Vidhi to offer our vows, lifelong vows as a homage for the pleasure of the Lord, how can it become karmakanda? Anything that pleases Lord Krishna, if you are offering to Lord Krishna directly, it is not at all a karmakanda. It is upasana. You are offering your lifelong vows in the witness of Srila Prabhupada, the deities, devotees, and fire sacrifice. Yajna. Yajna arthat karma anyatra loko karma. For the pleasure of Vishnu, you are sacrificing. You are taking the vows for the pleasure of Vishnu. And therefore you are offering your oblations in the fire. Om Swaha. Let my promise to chant 16 rounds and follow it with the principle be my lifelong homage. Like that. So like that, it is not karmakanda because it's meant for the pleasure of Lord Vishnu. Number 9, to instruct a faithless person about the glories of the holy name. Don't waste your time in an unproductive field. Of course, we can shower the mercy like a cloud anywhere and everywhere. But if there is no response from that, the patthar ke pani, what is the use of pouring water on the stone, which is not a fertile ground at all? So don't try to throw the seeds of the Mahamantra like Hare Krishna, Ram. Mayavadis can do that. But we don't. Remember that song? Hari Naam ke Heere Moti mein bikhraun gali gali. Bikhraun gali, what is it? You want to know. Wherever it grows, it will grow. Oh, I don't care. Now, when you plant a seed, it must grow. Right? So don't plant the seed. So to instruct a faithless person about the glories of the holy name is an offense on the holy name. By hook or crook, you want to invest holy name in a person who is not favorable. Better, if he comes to argue, put up a samosa in his mouth and shut him up. But get out from there. Then number 10 is also very important offense to understand. That even after understanding so many times the efficacy of the holy name, we still maintain material attachment in the life. Then it's like you are cleansing your body with the purified waters of the holy name, like an elephant taking bath in clear water and come outside to sprinkle the dust on his body. Chanting can purify to such an extent, but then engaging in the material activities, even after understanding so many times in this matter, then it means we have not mellowed down. We still remain obstinate. The mind is obstinate. There should be good punishment for that. Anyway, the importance is that whenever